Plenty of riders will tell you that the goal of Anaheim 1 is not to thrive, but to simply survive. The first race is always accompanied by uncertainty and jitters, and the outcome isn't always indicative of how the rest of the season is likely to play out. This time, however, some of the results sure seem like they could be a sign of things to come in 2023. Hello, welcome to the channel of M's Update Channel, a channel that collects various stories of the motocross industry to tell and analyze. Before going to watch, please press like, press share, press subscribe. Let's support each other too, and help by super thanks. Send it to me, I would be very grateful, and have encouragement to make the next clip, and apologize in the narration. I can't say, so I have to robot speak for me. In the 450 class, during the heat race 1, the best champion in 2022, likely Tomac, got off to a great start and soared up to first place. This year's Colt Nichols rookie from HRC follows in second place. After that, Ferrandis and Cianciarulo quickly rose to second and third place. Tomac took a long lead while teammate Ferrandis held steady in second place. On the final lap, Anderson lost fourth place to Plessinger. Tomac crossed the finish line first. Ferrandis and Cianciarulo in second and third place. Heat race 2, Sexton took the lead and soared to the number 1 spot without hesitation, soon followed by Musquin, Roczen, and Webb. Sexton was far behind in the first 2 minutes. The battle for second place between Musquin, Roczen, Webb, and Stewart heated up. Roczen took an important opportunity to increase Musquin into second place. The MM25 was passed by Webb and Stewart, and dropped to fifth place. The competition doesn't change anything. Sexton, Roczen, and Webb placed first, second, third. The 450SX main event was, in a word, bananas. Honda HRC rookie Colt Nichols kicked it off with a hole shot, but Justin Barcia quickly took over the lead and attempted to make a dash for it. Tomac wouldn't let him go, however, and would eventually take over the lead when Barcia made a mistake on the tunnel jump going into the whoops. Barcia would hang in there, but a mistake in a rhythm lane resulted in an off-track excursion and crash. At that point, it looked like the champ had this race firmly in his grasp. But then Tomac went down all by himself on the tunnel jump when he, in his words, got too far back on the seat. Tomac's misfortune was Malcolm Stewart's gain, and the Rockstar Energy Husqvarna factory racing rider took over the lead with the crowd absolutely loved it, roaring their approval as he circulated the track. It soon became apparent, however, that Chase Sexton was catching Stewart. Sexton eventually threw a block pass on Stewart in a 180-degree left-hander that bumped Stewart off the track. Stewart didn't lose much time, but he did lose the lead. He continued to put in a strong ride, but would unfortunately suffer a tremendous crash later in a rhythm lane. We weren't able to confirm what happened, but it sure looked like he hit a false neutral or somehow lost drive. The good news is he eventually did get back on his motorcycle, so he appears to have escaped the scary crash without injury. Back up front it was all Sexton, but the craziness of the night was far from over. Tomac had regrouped and was coming on incredibly strong, and the crowd, which hadn't been quiet for seemingly the entire race, somehow got even more raucous, reaching biblical levels as Tomac closed in on Sexton, and they absolutely exploded when Tomac moved back into the lead, this time for good. Not long after, the checkers flew with Tomac recording his first ever 450SX victory at the season opener. Tomac joked after the race that, "This is my 10th round 1. Apparently it took 10 times to finally figure out how to get to it right at round 1. Overall, a wild race. Early battle with Justin there, then I got too far off the back of the seat of my bike and crashed on that tunnel there. Luckily everything on my bike was straight.